Beauty that helps under eye issues. Hi, I'm Laura Ray. One of my most problematic areas is my under eyes. I have tried so many different products to see what will help with wrinkles, what will help with darkness under the eyes, what will help with puffy under eyes. Before we get started, I wanted to say I have one thing on my lips, and that's this new Tatcha lip mask. It's a limited edition. It is pricey, but I love it so much. I love the packaging. And I mentioned recently in a YouTube short, I love the color that it has, this beautiful purple. So I'm getting so much enjoyment out of it, and the packaging is super cute. So I feel like it was worth every penny for me. I'm getting a lot of use out of it. Let's talk about the top 3 ingredients for the under eye areas. That would be caffeine. That really helps plump everything up and give a smoothness to the under eye area. Vitamin C, that helps with darkness in the area and just getting an overall beautiful look to the skin, a brighter look. And retinol. Now, besides retinol, there's retinal, there's retinaldehyde. So I have some variety of products with different ingredients I want to share that I've been testing out. Some of these I've used for quite a while. Some of them are very new to me, but I think they're very effective. I bought the Nurse Jamie rollers several years ago, did a video on it, and some people thought it was a big scam. It wasn't a scam for me. I feel that it really helps with lymphatic drainage. I bought one later on as dupes came out, and it worked just as great for my under eyes as well as the rest of my face. I like that you don't have to put skincare on to use this. I just go right in the under eye, and I can notice a difference when I get puffiness or fluid. Now, if your bags are due to hereditary reasons, it probably won't help a lot, but I struggle with allergies from time to time, and it does help very much so with that. Now, another thing you can do is put some kind of oil on your face or skincare and use this. You could use this on top of your moisturizer. You just need to wipe the roller down with some kind of rag to clean it afterwards. But I really like this. I think it improves the look of my skin. I will link one in the description of the video that is like a dupe of Nurse Jamie's, but I'll also link hers if I can. I think they both work great. Now, hers didn't have where the bottom would turn. This is really good for massage even. You can use it on the shoulders like this. I get a lot of neck tension, so it's good for that. So this one I thought was a great alternative. I have a video on my channel for gua sha for beginners. If you're interested, I will link that. But one thing that's helped me a lot with problems with bags in the under eyes or even the fine lines is doing gua sha. This treatment, if you were to go buy it, is a lot to go for a gua sha treatment at a spa. You can do it at home so easily. My favorite oil to use is the Alana Mitchell. This is fantastic. It's such a lightweight oil that it allows me to go ahead and put my makeup on afterwards. Some oils that I have that are thicker and heavier I cannot use before makeup, but I can use them at night. And I like to just take my tool and just glide in this under eye area a few times. Now, the wiggle you see me do at the end of the stroke is to encourage the lymph system to drain, and then I sort of end it all with going down the neck. I use this all over my face, but I find it's very helpful in the under eye area. And also, I love this steel tool. This one is really good. There's a variety available. It's more your personal preference, but you can even put this in the fridge so it's really cold, and that will help with puffiness. Let's talk about retinol. I've tried so many different vitamin A products over the years. I used tretinoin for years for my acne when I was younger. And I even started back on it in my 40s, but it's just too harsh for me, especially around the eyes. It dries my eyes out so bad that I could not use it around that area at all. But one that I purchased, a skincare product that I love, is from 3 Ships. This is a clean brand, just really great. It's got bakuchiol in it, and that works really good for my skin. Bakuchiol works great for my skin. It does not irritate my skin like a lot of retinols do. Now, this also has calendula. It is a serum, and it just goes on beautifully, sinks in the skin. It's really lightweight. I get no redness, no infuriated skin. So I really love it, and I can just tap it into this area around the eyes, and I get no dryness in the eyes or irritation. So I love this to help with those fine lines in the under eye area. Another eye cream I love is this one from Beauty of Joseon. It's got ginseng and retinol in it. This is another one that's great for targeting fine lines, much more affordable than others on the market. So I alternate between different eye creams that I'm testing out, but I really like this one. Retinaldehyde is another form of vitamin A that really works for me. I love this one from Natrium. This is the 0.05%. It actually comes in 0.10%. I'm going to try that once I finish this up. This is non-irritating. I can use it all over the face and just in here. Now, I don't put anything on my lids at all. I feel really scared to do that I would cause a real eye problem, especially since I have very sensitive skin all over my face. You can imagine how sensitive my lids would be. So I don't put it there, but I do bring it up like this, pat it around the eye very gently, pat it into fine lines. And over time, retinaldehyde is great for wrinkles. I have different eye creams because they have different ingredients. I've shown you some that are more along the vitamin A lines. This one is a urea moisturizer. I find this really smooths the under eye. It's from Sukoyaka Suhada. I've talked about it for over a year. I have a couple that I keep. I like to even keep it in my purse. This seems to hydrate my under eyes very well and also keep the dead skin from collecting in the under eye area. It keeps that area more smooth. So this is something I want to always keep in my arsenal. If you're looking for something with peptides, I love this one from CosRx. It's so affordable. Some of these peptide eye creams are really expensive. This one is their advanced snail peptide eye cream. Again, I sort of switch off. I might put peptides on in the morning, and then if I see my eyes look like they're not exfoliated enough in the under eye area, I might go in at night with the Sukoyaka Suhada. I alternate these depending on what my under eyes look like. So I would just say to you, you really don't need to have so many. Just think what problem you're trying to target and pick one that you think will work best for you. Let's talk about one of the most powerful ingredients for puffy under eyes, for fine lines, and that's just caffeine. Caffeine will do the trick. I have a couple here that I think are amazing. This one from The Ordinary. It's their caffeine solution, 5% EGCG serum. This immediately, when I tap it on a line, I can't believe how much better they look. Now, I bought this as part of this set that's available right now. I think it's fantastic. It's $15, and it's The Ordinary's Most Loved set. This gives you a chance to try out some other products. It has in it niacinamide 10% plus zinc 1%, hyaluronic acid, and then the caffeine. So I thought this was a great value, a wonderful way to try a variety of their products without committing to $18 or more. You use so little of this. This is something that would probably last at least 2 months, I would think, because you're just using a drop or two. One product that I've repurchased and gone back to is this one from Vichy. When my under eyes were looking so horrible over the past couple of months, I thought, I got to bring in the troops. So I brought back the Vichy. This has caffeine in it. I love this formula because it's a gel that is so lightweight. Now, what you can do too is layer your eye cream. I like to put on a caffeine solution first, let that dry a little bit, and then go in with whatever second ingredient I'm wanting to add, like the peptides, or if I want the urea, something else that will tackle another issue that I'm dealing with. But this has hyaluronic acid in it. It's got the caffeine, so it really makes the under eyes look beautiful. It's not heavy, too. I find I don't like anything too heavy in the under eyes because it sort of weighs down the skin. This is so lightweight and it plays great under makeup. I would feel like I left out something really important if I didn't talk about the Queen Bee Peeper Keeper. I've talked about this for years. They have 3 different formulas. I love all of them for different reasons. This one is an eye balm. So if you're struggling with dry skin in the under eyes, this is just beautiful. You can even put this on top of makeup. You just tap it in wherever you're having any dryness. I know some of us, as we're approaching winter, get really dry under eyes. You can put this on your cuticles, anywhere else that you have dryness. You could even put it in your hair if you wanted to. I see I have a few little hairs sticking up, and I could just put it right in my hair, and it puts that down just like a wax would. But this feels beautiful in the under eyes. It's great for lip lines. If you have lines around the outside, the perimeter of your lips, this is great for that too. Recently, Be Naturals came out with 2 other eye creams that I've shared. One is called Bright Eyes, and this has brightening properties that sort of just makes the under eye look brighter, almost like you put a very natural highlighter in the under eyes. This formula is very thin, sinks right into the skin. I really love it for brightening the under eye. Again, I might put something with caffeine on first, let it dry a little bit, and go on top with this just to add some luminosity there and to make the area look very hydrated. Now, they also have one with caffeine. It's their Bright Eyes Firming. And this is a little bit thicker formula. So if you like something a little more that consistency, it also sinks quickly into the skin and plays well with makeup. If you have very dark under eyes, another brightening eye cream that I tried besides the Be Naturals is this one from the Inky list. It's their Brighten Eye Cream. I love this. It adds a brightness. I like to put it especially here. I tend to get a little darker here and in the inner corner of my eyes. So I'll just tap some of this in and it just brightens that under eye area, keeps it hydrated. This formula, again, is not thick. It has a little squeezy tube, which makes it very neat to work with. And this also is another thin formula that sinks quickly into the skin and works well under makeup. I've talked about the Tula sticks before. I bought the new one that they came out with that is in gold. I like this as an alternative to brightening the under eye and highlighter instead of heavy products that are out. The heavier highlighters I feel just don't work well for my skin. So some of the younger people in their 20s and maybe early 30s that put on this strong highlighter, that just accentuates every wrinkle that I have. This doesn't, because it has such a nice thin formula. It gives you a lit from within look. Now this is a pricier product. I'm not so happy about that, but these sticks seem to last a very long time. You can even apply it after you've put on your makeup. So I've put a little bit on earlier, but I can just go like that and just pat it in. So this is one of those products I also feel like you can't mess up. Like a beginner who isn't used to putting on skincare or makeup could do great with this. I love products like that because they're no fuzz and easy to use. I've mentioned this before. It's from the same, it's their wrinkle stick. It's called the Snail Essential EX, and it's a multi-purpose stick. You can use it all over the face. I like to keep something like this in my purse because it's not messy like a moisturizer would be that's in a squeezy tube. I can just go like this during the day if I feel any dryness and just tap it in, and it adds instant moisture. And like I said, it's just not messy at all. I love that about these sticks. Let's talk about one makeup product. If you have darkness in the under eye, you typically would use a color corrector or a concealer. I find I don't need a color corrector so much, but I definitely can use a concealer, but some of them are just way too thick. This is a new one from Rare Beauty. It's called their Positive Light Under Eye Brightener. This is so unusual, the wand at least. It has just a metal applicator here on the end, and it's so thin, it's almost like it's water. And I just touch here and maybe on the outer corner. I already have some on, but I'll show you. You can even add more if you want to. If you feel like whatever you've put is not enough, it plays well on top of other products you put on. So I just take this Angie brush, this is the A506, and dab it in like that, and then bring it into this area. Now, what I love about this, it's like a serum. It's that thin. It is not like a thicker Shape Tape or anything like that. This is almost feels like it's some kind of skincare. And look at how much this brightens the under eye area. It's really pretty incredible. The shade I purchased is light. It looks like it comes in 6 shades. And so hopefully there's something for everyone. Now this has botanical blends of lotus, gardenia, and white water lily to soothe and nourish the skin. It's got vitamin E in it, but I love the way that it brightens my under eyes if they happen to be a little dark. I don't often get very dark circles, but I have been missing a lot of sleep recently, and sleep is really important for not having dark circles. So I've found that in the meantime, till I get my sleep schedule back to what it normally is, this is really helping. Look at how much this brightens the under eye. Beautiful. And you can even go back with the warmth of your finger and just tap in. I have little creases in here where it's hard to get even with a brush. So I like to gently move the skin and then tap in with the ring finger into those areas to really push the product into the skin. Let us all know in the comments what products you think are helpful for your under eye area and share those with us. We'd love to hear from you. I appreciate you all so much. All of the links for everything I've talked about are linked below, and I get a small commission from those links. Thank you for supporting my channel. I appreciate you all so much. I hope you have a blessed week. I love you, and I'll see you soon.